Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the Rockstar Lifestyle. I'm RockstarBri. I'll show you round. We drink whiskey and we take shots. If you can't hang, we'll kick you out. Welcome to the Rockstar Lifestyle. I'm RockstarBri. I'll show you around. We drink whiskey and we take shots. If you can't hang, we'll kick you out. When we go out to clubs or bars, the bartender knows who we are. They already know. All I want is that check. My VIP booth is where it's at. I draw a crowd everywhere I be. All they wanna see is RockstarBri. My personality, it will attract. One night with me and you ain't going back. Personality on fleek, make them wanna speak, make them bow down to my feet. Yeah, that's how they greet. If you see me in the street, while you with your woman, you better speak, or I'ma put you on Front Street. Welcome to the Rockstar Lifestyle. I'm RockstarBri. I'll show you round. We drink whiskey and we take shots. If you can't hang, we'll kick you out. Welcome to the Rockstar Lifestyle. I'm RockstarBri. I'll show you around. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the Rockstar Lifestyle. I'm RockstarBri. I'll show you round. We drink whiskey and we take shots. If you can't hang, we'll kick you out. Welcome to the Rockstar Lifestyle. I'm RockstarBri. I'll show you around. We drink whiskey and we take shots. If you can't hang, we'll kick you out. When we go out to clubs or bars, the bartender knows who we are. They already know. All I want is that check. My VIP booth is where it's at. I draw a crowd everywhere I be. All they wanna see is RockstarBri. My personality, it will attract. One night with me and you ain't going back. Personality on fleek, make them wanna speak, make them bow down to my feet. Yeah, that's how they greet. If you see me in the street, while you with your woman, you better speak, or I'ma put you on Front Street. Welcome to the Rockstar Lifestyle. I'm RockstarBri. I'll show you round. We drink whiskey and we take shots. If you can't rockstar lifestyle. I'm RockstarBri. I'll show you around. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the rockstar lifestyle. I'm RockstarBri. I'll show you around. We drink whiskey and we take shots. If you can't hang, we'll kick you out. Welcome to the rockstar lifestyle. I'm RockstarBri. I'll show you around. We drink whiskey and we take shots. If you can't hang, we'll kick you out. When we go out to clubs or bars, the bartender knows who we are. They already know. All I want is that check. My VIP booth is where it's at. I draw a crowd everywhere I be. All they wanna see is RockstarBri. My personality, it will attract. One night with me and you ain't going back. Personality on fleek, make them wanna speak, make them bow down to my feet. Yeah, that's how they greet. If you see me in the street, while you with your woman, you better speak, or I'ma put you on Front Street. Welcome to the rockstar lifestyle. I'm RockstarBri. I'll show you around. We drink whiskey and we take shots. If you can't hang, we'll kick you out. Welcome to the rockstar lifestyle. I'm RockstarBri. I'll show you around. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the rockstar lifestyle. I'm RockstarBri. I'll show you around. We drink whiskey and we take shots. If you can't hang, we'll kick you out. Welcome to the rockstar lifestyle. I'm RockstarBri. I'll show you around. We drink whiskey and we take shots. If you can't hang, we'll kick you out. When we go out to clubs or bars, the bartender knows who we are. They already know. All I want is that check. My VIP booth is where it's at. I draw a crowd everywhere I be. All they wanna see is RockstarBri. My personality, it will attract. One night with me and you ain't going back. Personality on fleek, make them wanna speak, make them bow down to my feet. Yeah, that's how they greet. If you see me in the street, while you with your woman, you better speak, or I'ma put you on Front Street. Welcome to the rock RockstarBri, I'll show you around. Ooh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. Welcome to the Rockstar Lifestyle. I'm RockstarBri. I'll show you round. We drink whiskey and we take shots. If you can't hang, we'll kick you out. Welcome to the Rockstar Lifestyle. I'm RockstarBri. I'll show you around. We drink whiskey and we take shots. If you can't hang, we'll kick you out. When we go out to clubs or bars, the bartender knows who we are. They already know. All I want is that chat. My VIP booth is where it's at. I draw a crowd everywhere I be. All they wanna see is RockstarBri. My personality, it will attract one night with me, and you ain't going back. Personality on fleek, make them wanna speak, make them bow down to my feet. Yeah, that's how they greet. If you see me in the street, while you with your woman, you better speak, or I'ma put you on Front Street. Welcome.
All right now. All right. All right. All right. Calm down, kids. I know. I know. I know. I know the elephant in the room. I know. First of all, hi, my fellow fluky dukers. Welcome to the stream. Yes, RockstarBri is home and it's time to play. And I know y'all been waiting for Brianna all week. I know it, y'all. I know y'all like, where in the hell of it have you? So look, this whole week I've been working. I've been working and I've been resting. I ain't even gonna lie. So like the beginning of this week, it was that time of the month, you know, and every time that time comes, it just make me tired as hell. Like extremely tired to the point where it's like when I do go to sleep, I cannot I don't feel well rested unless I have at least like maybe 6, 7, 8 hours, maybe 9 straight hours of sleep, you know? And then I wake up hungry, go eat, back to sleep. Unfortunately, that's what God blessed us women with to have to deal with, and eating blessed us to have to deal with as well. Now, those of you who are my YouTube subscribers, and follow me on YouTube. Of course, you all have seen that I have been outside. Rockstar Bree has been outside living her rock star lifestyle to the fullest. Been enjoying it, enjoying my freedom, you know. So I have been, going live on YouTube on my phone. Give me a second. Sure. No bandits. Oh my. All right, I'm at. So, like I was saying, for those of you who follow me on YouTube, y'all have been keeping up to date with me. Um, I have been streaming on my phone, like I said before, I had already announced, you know, as it was coming up on my RockstarBri Day last month. I did make an announcement that I will be doing a lot more IRL streams because now I can actually go outside and enjoy my freedom and drink freely in public places. Okay. Even though compared to before I got on probation to now, I still drink in moderation compared to how I used to drink. Like at one point, I was just, don't get me wrong, I'm still a liquor lapper. And for those of you who don't know what a liquor lapper is, I will gladly and proudly explain it. A liquor lapper is someone that laps up the liquor like a dog laps up the water in the water bowl. Just like that. Just drink it. You know. Don't need, it ain't gotta be cold. It could be room temperature. It don't need no chaser, no none of that. Period. Just, long as it's still liquid, it's drinkable. It's lappable, if that makes sense. So, um, besides that, I want to say I think what it was Friday night. Friday night, yeah, Friday night. So last night I didn't stream because um my daughter just came up with this idea that she wanted to color her hair. And as you know, my daughter has, dreads. So originally, since she became a teenager, I told her, that if you wanted to color your hair, it would have to be you have to wait till you're 18. And so, being the fact that she's coming up on that age in a couple of months, and she came back to me and asked me about it again, the other day, I was like, you know what? Bump it. Let's just do it. Hold on. You got your Yes, sir. Yeah. Um, Sorry, y'all. My bad. I'm back. All right. All right, I'm back. So what was I talking about? What was I talking about? Damn, I forgot. Well, anyway, oh right, my daughter's hair. So I was like, okay, well, since you are coming up on 18 in a couple more months, then I guess okay, you know. So she went and got some hair color, rinse to color her hair with, and I told her that I suggested that it's best for you to test it out. So like do a strand test. So basically, I told her to take one of her dreads and try to color that one first before you attempt to try and do your whole head. So that way you don't have to worry about having to wash out so many chemicals out of your hair. So we went along with that, and the color that she got is pretty much the exact same color as her hair. So with I put the color on there, I was like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't know if this even gonna, make a difference. But yet and still, we still went through with it, let it sit for a minute, and washed it out. And there was absolutely no difference. Absolutely none. So then she got to the point where she was like, well, Ma, she has, up until then, she was against trying to bleach her hair. But she told me from the start, she was like, well, Ma, I chose to come to the one person that I know that is good at, great at doing hair, for advice on your opinion. I was like, okay, well, thank you. And you came to the right place. So when she decided after we tried the color that she wanted to try and bleach her hair, I was like, okay. Only thing was that, because regularly bleach my hair. Well, not regularly, but y'all know, I bleach my hair. So I was like, well, I only have enough bleach for, at least bleaching one patch in your hair instead of your whole head. So she was like, okay. She was okay with that. So I'm thinking that we're going to bleach the entire patch of her hair, roots and all. But then when I got in there, hey Greed, hey baby, how you been? I miss you. Where you at work? How's work going? Thank you. Thank you. Um, I was like, well, um, I was thinking that we were gonna bleach her entire patch. I'm good and no, I'm off today. How you been? That's great. I'm off too. I've been good. I have just literally been enjoying life. I've been going out. I've been doing a lot of going outside. I've been going out, hanging out, going to my favorite bar, just turning up, just enjoying my freedom. Now that I'm on probation, I ain't got to worry about, I can actually drink in public now. So it's okay. I'm great. I am great. I've gotten to the point where I honestly feel like I've gotten to the point that's good to hear you enjoying life. Yes. I I want to say I have gotten back to the point where I'm back to being motivated to making new music. And I recorded a new song this morning, but I have to re-record it in the studio before I let y'all hear it. But I finally got I'm getting back to RockstarBri that was doing the music and just constantly making hits. So I'm very proud to announce that. And I'm very excited to see where this is going to take me now. That's good because I felt with the intro to your stream. Yeah. Well, currently I'm working on um, some singles I'm going to release before I release my second album. I just want to drop a few singles first to lead up to my album. So Yeah, I've been getting in the studio too. I still got some more studio time I got to go do. It's just that the the guy that I record with yesterday was his birthday. So, and he been celebrating all week, and I didn't want to bother him with trying to do no work all week, with trying to record me. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait till another time where he's free. But yeah, I'm definitely back in the studio doing my thing, and I'm glad. But my daughter decided, that she didn't want to bleach the whole patch of hair, including her roots. She just wanted to do mostly her dreads. So that's what we did, and it came out great. And of course, because she's an introvert, she was just like, "Well, I'm not going to post no pictures or nothing of it unless you want me to." And I was like, "Well, look, that's totally up to you. But I already know that because of the fact of how happy you are with the end result, that you're gonna sooner or later you're gonna end up posting a picture on one of your social medias, and all I ask is just tag me in and let them know who hooked you up." So other than that, um, what else? I feel that, yeah. Let's see what else. Other than that, let's see. I mean, I know like today I usually play Disney Speedstorm with my viewers. But because I miss y'all, and I have not been streaming from my computer. I've been, live streaming, outside. I really feel like I want to do some other stuff. So like, I really miss playing horror games. I miss you too. I miss you too. I love you too, Greed. I really feel like tonight I really want to do like some horror and do like maybe more than one game. So I've already downloaded a couple of horror games, and like two of them are sequels to a game I previously played on the stream. So I just been trying to figure out what else I want to do because I mean, sooner or later I should get to playing Disney Speedstorm tonight, but I know right now I want to do some horror. Good flavors of games, right? Right. Because I haven't been here, so I kind of feel like I gotta make it up. It be like that sometimes. Yes. I just been outside. Auntie has been outside. I've been outside living my rockstar lifestyle, baby. For real. I have been turned. I've been outside, just been turned the life of the party type shit to the point where, like last night, one of my homegirls, she came over and she had to just left from my favorite bar where I'm VIP at. And she called me from there and she told one of the bartenders, she was like, "I'm on the phone with RockstarBri now." And they was like, "Let me talk to her. Let me talk to her." And the bartender was like, "Bitch, where you at? Come up." And I was like, "I'm doing my daughter's hair." She was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I understand. Well, you need to come tomorrow night then." I was like, "Okay." But, due to the way how my funds is set up right now, I can only turn up at home. So that's all I'm doing is turning up at home now. Speaking of which, I need to get my show. Never mind. I already got one equipped. I've been trying to download this one game. Okay, it's in my library. Okay, there we go. Now I can download it. So the stream start lagging is only because I'm downloading a game. I don't know how long it's gonna take to download. And I was trying to download it before I started the stream, but then for whatever reason, like my Steam app was just acting crazy. So I just said bump it all together, and I just, restarted my whole computer, hoping and praying that that would fix it, at which it did. So, sometimes with these robots, they don't want to act right. But speaking of which, my thing is right now, I'm pretty sure all of y'all are tracking the same thing I'm tracking. Hurricane Aaron. So from the first day that I heard about it forming, I was like, okay. But then the second day, when I heard about it, continuing to form and getting stronger and the potential direction it would be going in, traveling in, I've been keeping my eyes on it since. Because my thing is the last hurricane, we did not listen. Us here in Georgia, we here in Augusta as a whole have not been, we did not pay attention at all. We did not take heed to what the hell was being said and what the hell was going on until the last minute. And the only reason why, in our defense, is because of the fact that all the way up until Helene got to Florida, we were told that it would not come our direction. And we were under the assumption that it was not going to come in our direction until it did. And she made an immediate detour from off of her original path to hit us. So with that happening, my thing is that's the main reason why I'm keeping an eye on it, because I don't want to be, regretting not making it my business to try and get prepared for nothing like this, something like that to hit us again, like I was last time. Last time I was not prepared, but this time I'd be damned if I'm not prepared. I'm gonna make sure I'm prepared this time. But I made sure, I got to fill up my water jugs in my kitchen. And I know last time I made it my business before they turned the water off for like a day or two. I made sure I filled up one of my big kabutas. I put it in the tub and I filled it up with water so that we'll have some water, like if we needed to bathe or anything. But because, it's cold, it'll sit there and get cold. And then on top of that, that over a few days, it starts accumulating bugs and you know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, it's gnats in the water. Hey, babe, you that, you know what I'm saying? But this time I'm gonna make sure that I'm prepared. I refuse, because like my thing is with my all of my electronics, like my laptops, especially my phones. Like I keep all my electronics on the charger. Like with my laptops, I keep them on the charger. I never unplug my laptops. I keep them on the charger the entire time because of the fact that I'd rather keep them plugged up, especially if I already know that I'm not going to move it. It's going to be still sitting in the same spot. And if I can go ahead and plug it up right then and just keep it on the charger, why not? Because when Helene hit, that came in handy. Because soon as all my power went out, I still had my laptops to use for power to charge up my phones. And, because at that time it was, still hot outside a little bit. I have like this portable air conditioner, and I usually keep it in my bathroom because sometimes my bathroom can get hot. So, I pulled it out my bathroom, knocked the dust off of it because I hadn't been using it. And I started, that was my air that I had during the time that we had no power. And because it can plug up by USB, I could plug that up and keep it charged up in my laptop as well. And that reminds me, I need to plug up my other laptop and charge that one up too. But that was my thing, is that I had to make sure I had my stuff charged up. And it's a good thing to keep your stuff charged up like that for instances like that. Because I keep my phones charged up all the time. You know, my phones were able to, be powered up, stay powered up pretty much the whole day. Until like later on at night, in the middle of the night or whatever, then, my best friend would come over here and pick me up and take me to her job to go and charge up my devices. But yeah, I've been keeping an eye on it, and like that's crazy that I was just talking about it, because that's how they be listening to everything we be talking about, because now it just popped up on my computer in the corner, hurricane update now. See, that's my thing. Is like I've been keeping up with it because I ain't got time. I be damn if she catch me slipping this time. We allowed Helene to catch us slipping last year. And what's crazy is the fact that they're still saying from their now honestly, my so like my opinion with meteorologists, don't get me wrong, I take their word for it majority of the time. It's just that when it comes to certain things like this, or really in weather in general, you actually never really know. I know that they have equipment and technology to be able to determine what the weather is going to be in the future. But at the end of the day, God is in control of it, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even though they're showing and saying that Aaron is not going to even barely scratch the surface of the United States or the East Coast, I don't trust it. Only because Helene has already traumatized us. Let me get a shot. Let me drink to that. Drink to that. Let's see. Keep up. That's just for right now. What taboo? Got cutting down. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's good. One thing we got much better. So, hmm? What? So yeah, so like because Helene tried, she traumatized us so bad. That's the main reason why I've been keeping track of Aaron because I ain't got time. I refuse to allow a Mitch to catch me slipping again this year. Not again. Anywho, so I've been keeping track of it, and like they keep saying that she's not going to make land on the East Coast. I don't know. Like in my opinion, it can't be trusted because you never know. Because like how Helene made a detour last year, who's not to say that Aaron might have other plans? Because everybody started joking and jiving about Helene, saying that the reason why Helene hit the East Coast at the last minute was because somebody was sleeping with her man. And she found out that they lived on the East Coast. And that's why she just came and just tore everything up. Now, to to my knowledge, it's still people to this day that are still recuperating and trying to get back to their normal from the damages from Helene. Like it's literally some people that just recently got finally got full power back to their homes. It's still people that are still in the process of getting their roofs completely repaired. And it's still people out there, such as me, that still has not received their FEMA check, regardless of the fact that I'm a homeowner. Like, I understand that people that live in apartment complexes, yeah. Okay, I get it that you know everybody in the whole building didn't have power or whatnot. But at the same time, like I feel like we as homeowners have suffered too. Even if we didn't have that many damages or any damages, it doesn't matter. In my eyes, I look at it like this. Everybody else around me that got they done got their check and did everything they wanted to do. I ain't got mine yet. Now I done had to run my behind down at the FEMA to the FEMA building several times just for them to tell me at this point I'm waiting on Georgia, on the state of Georgia, to give me my check, which is crazy. Those of you who got your Kemp check, I ain't got mine yet. Don't know if I'm gonna get that either. But that's neither here nor there. Just had to rant about that for a quick second. Sorry. My daughter mentioned that to me last night. She was like, "Ma, you are really good at getting off subject and just running off and just start talking about something else when you're supposed to be talking about something." And I get it. In my defense, I feel like it's just I got a slight tad bit of ADHD, just a little bit, about that much, just about that much. So sometimes it might take over. So you know, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize ahead of time for it. Anywho, another thing. So, um, I've noticed that I have been my nails have been growing, and me usually. I either don't have on any nails at all or I have on press-ons. But I don't have those on for that long. But this last time since my birthday and I had on press-ons then, I noticed that my natural nails have been growing. And they actually are stronger than they usually are. So I was so proud of that to the point where I decided instead of me just wearing press-ons all the time and trying to fight with those, I'm just try to grow my natural nails, and I just put acrylic on them, just to keep them strong, and let them grow out, and I just, keep them up like that. So my natural nails have been growing. If you can tell, I know it kind of look a little fuzzy, but they have been growing. So I'm proud of them. I haven't put any polish on them yet. I'm about to sooner or later. I already have the polish right here ready. And as you can see what color it is, of course, right? Duh. But that's another thing that's been going on in my life that has actually been going good. Um, Question, what do you do? Like if you have a friend that's like every time you talk to them, they're always just negative. I know I get it, like everybody's going through something, no matter what. Everybody's going through something, right? Especially right now, during these days and times. Everybody's going through something, whether they like it or not. But at the same time, me personally, I feel like depending on the situation, it can be very, very extremely tough to deal with and to try and cope with, which is understandable because we're only human at the end of the day. And we all have feelings. You know what I'm saying? It's just that at the same time, when you have to you have to make sure you keep yourself motivated throughout thick and thin. Like despite what's going on, you got to keep going. You got to stay strong. You got to keep going because no matter what, just keep reminding yourself that at the end of the day, at the end of this turbulence, the end of this storm, it's going to be a rainbow. Once you get through this storm, everything will be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if life was supposed to be perfect, I honestly feel like there will be a lot more people trying to, off themselves because of the fact that you see how nowadays with a lot of people who seem like they're living the perfect life, it's so perfect to the point where they're still not happy. And even though it's hard for us to understand because we're the ones that are still working, pay our bills, we living from check to check, and you still going through, trials and tribulations at the same time. We still struggling while they're living this perfect life, from the outside. But yet and still, next thing you know, you see in the news, on social media, that all of a sudden they ended it themselves. Why would you? And to us, to people like us that are always, that's still struggling and doing what we can to make ends meet, we would look at it and wonder, why is it? Why would you? When your life is it seems so perfect where you ain't got to, especially if it looks like you don't have to worry about bills, you really ain't got to worry about bills and making sure they paid fully on time. To majority of us in the world, that itself is a luxury in itself. You feel me? But at the end of the day, baby, if it was a way for me to make sure that my bills was paid and I wouldn't have to worry about it, making sure they stay paid, guess what? Y'all most definitely would see me a lot more often because I wouldn't have to worry about working. But because life doesn't go that way, you know, I still have to work, which is fine. Another thing, speaking of work, I got a question. Another question. I've been coming up with a lot of questions in my mind lately. I don't have anything against short people or people that are shorter than me. My only question is, I'm trying to figure out the best way to put this. So, like, from my opinion, this is just my opinion. I know a lot more people that are shorter than me that have management positions, supervisory positions. While us tall people, we are still out here trying to manage to get to just like a team leader position or something like that. Hey friend, where you been? Hey darkness. I've been outside living my life, child. I've been outside living my rock star lifestyle. For real. I really have been. Like, for the people who follow me on YouTube, I've been going live on YouTube and, doing IRL streams. Because remember last month I had already announced that I was going to start doing more IRL streams since I can go outside and, party and drink freely in public places. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. Just been enjoying life. But, like, surprise, surprise, finally I'm at home. But I've been asleep most of this week because it's been that time of the month. So by the time I'm talking about, as soon as I clock off of work, I clock out, turn that computer off, I walk in my room, I lay in my bed, and I'm dead until like 3 or 4 the next morning. For real. Like, it's been going like that every single day this week since it came on. So I was just like, you know what? And then last night I was gonna stream, but my daughter hit me with, like, and she wanted to experiment with her hair, with coloring her hair. So I most definitely wanted to be a part of that because this was her first time ever coloring her hair. So I definitely wanted to be a part of that. She was trying to insist on doing it herself at first, but even after the fact, after we tried coloring it and the color didn't do anything, and so she decided to just bleach her hair a little bit, and she even tried to, convince me to just let her do it on her own. I'm like, no, because when it comes to that hair bleach, that's completely different from using a hair rinse to color your hair. That's way more powerful than anything else you could use to color your hair, to change your hair color. So, still up in this mother, just got on my game here, let loose, finna shoot me some shit up. Okay. All right. Right now I'm just playing catch up. So I really just been getting my rest all week, honestly. And because I was up late night last night with my daughter doing her hair, And with one of my homegirls pulled up, and she hung out for a good little while for like maybe 2 hours. And she brought one of her friend guys with her. He was so drunk to the point where he was throwing up, y'all. I be like, I had to gave him my home remedy and everything to help him bounce back, and yet he still threw up. That's how he just so happened to be one of those people that just can't handle his liquor. Like you just can't. And then like for him to be with my homegirl, that particular homegirl, and I know her, she's known to pregame before we even go to the bar. So I'm pretty sure before y'all went anywhere, she pre-gamed your ass before y'all even left the house to go to the bar. Just go to the bar and drink some more. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden now you realize, oh, you can't hang with it. And I'm like, I had to sit him down and ask him. I'm like, bro, do you realize who you're with? You can't possibly know who you with because my homegirl is known for pre-gaming at home and then going to the bar and drink more. Like, and still make it back home. And she's the type where I consider her bougie. She one of them bougie type. She's the type where after she pre-game at home and then go to the bar and drink some more, if she get to the point, if she feel like she can't drive, that bougie heifer she will get her lift and leave her car right there at the bar. And she'll come back and get it in the morning. Type shit. And this is who you're hanging with. And now you sitting here in my kitchen, slumped, with your head hanging down, needing the trash can. Like, I had to explain to you what a liquor lapper is. Now, I, I don't know whether or not I can say that my homegirl's a liquor lapper like me, but I know I'm is. A liquor lapper lap up the liquor like the dog lap up the water, baby. And you up here hanging out with one of my friends that can drink with me. If you're with any of my friends that can drink with me, and not too many of them can hang with me, the whole time, the entire time. But at the same time, they can still hang. They can hang long enough to the point where I consider them being able to, they get a pass to be able to, drink with me. But if you're out here with any of my homegirls trying to call yourself drinking and you really are not a drinker like that, if you drink moderately, in that case, if you want to give it a category, if you want to categorize it, if you drink moderately, me and my homegirls drink severely. We would drink severely, but it's like mostly on the weekends because, of course, we got to be responsible too. And on top of that, we getting older, and we starting to slowly but surely realize, baby, even though I be living a rockstar lifestyle, even I had to, hang it up a little bit. Had to hang that shit up during the week, baby. I had to hang it up. Now Friday, like, all right, now y'all, here we go. But during the week, don't call me and don't depend on me because, baby, I ain't got time. Nope. No, baby. I got to get me some rest. These damn Nat's so disrespectful. Let me get my spray. I'm gonna spray the hell out of his ass. He literally just danced on my titty. I'll be right back. He literally just danced on my damn titty. This nigga want to strip. He want to do a strip tease show on my. Yeah, you got me playing taboo. You be talking. Sometimes I don't be understanding everything you be saying, but I be trying. You know, I had to scare me. Y'all already know. I always. It's a shame because like when I started my new job, I had to explain to them. Well, I didn't have to, but I just felt the need to because if you see somebody all the time on camera blowing their nose all the time, always digging in their nose, you gonna sooner or later you gonna start assuming that they got this. They must be sick. I'm not. Only thing I'm sick with is some. I'm sick with fire ass lyrics. I'm sick with allergies, sinuses, and I'm sick with the way how I say things. Other than that, I'm good. Other than that, I'm good. Oh, and another thing, my teeth sick sometimes. My teeth get sick. But other than that, I'm good. But I just felt the need to have to explain that to, my coworkers. Like, look, y'all gonna see me blowing my nose all the time. Just to let y'all know, I'm not sick. It's just the fact that I have allergies, especially during the summertime. I'm very allergic to pollen, highly allergic to pollen, to the point where I can't go outside without taking a Benadryl. If I go outside and if I don't take a Benadryl before I go outside, most definitely it's gonna be a sneezing frenzy. Eyes gonna be watery, like Sederic. He know who he is, and it's just gonna be a whole conniption going on. So I just have to make sure, I stay strapped with my Benadryl, extra strength. Cause this kind of pollen down here in the South, baby, this pollen down here in the South, it gives people allergies to pollen that has never had allergies in their entire lives. So just imagine how thick and strong this pollen is down here. This shit's strong. The pollen's strong, like the gnats and the fleas. These bugs is getting strong as hell all of a sudden now. I realized this year they've been strong. Because I've already talked about it before on my stream. It be fleas in my damn yard. And if they get on you and you try to, because, when I first learned about fleas, I've always had pets, cats for pets throughout my life. So I've always known about fleas. But I recently learned that you can drown fleas. Not these, not these fleas. See what I did there? You cannot drown these fleas. Even the teensy teensy weensy baby ones. I didn't even know they made. I didn't even know there was a such thing as a baby flea. Of course, yeah, common sense, duh, Brianna. How you think they grow up to be big fleas? But still, I had never seen none until now. Baby fleas, you can barely see them. They so damn small.